Welcome back to Tracey Talks, wherever you may be, morning, evening. There's the middle of the day in there somewhere as well. Okay, we've got 6 new music tracks up on the site this week. The first one I'm going to talk about is a rapper. He's from North London. His name is Strats. He actually creates a very vibrant sonic palette throughout his collective fusion of kind of modern hip-hop and Jamaican dancehall style. So he's got a fresh and very spicy sound, and it's combined with his very lyrical craftsmanship and very honest narratives. He's been putting himself at the forefront of his genre. So he's got a really interesting story, which is where he gains his, his lyrical component in his music. He draws it from his past experiences, having spent his youth in a neighbourhood where you find yourself having to constantly look over your shoulder, he says. The rapper reveals, "It is funny to think this is how most of us used to live, and scary to know it carries on and worsens." Having lost his friend who was killed in a gang incident, Strat turned to alcohol and struggled with depression after narrowly escaping a prison sentence. So, Strats fell into his music and immersed himself in expressing his emotions through lyrics and melody, saving himself from the environment he was in and evolving into the artist he is today. He says, "The only way I came out of such a bad stage was the constant reminder that I have to live this life for all of us, and having such support from his family and music 24/7. He came out of such a bad stage and now become so prosperous. He says, I don't think Hulk could stop me if he tried." So look, take a listen to this. This is his debut single, Little More by Strats.
Give a little more.
It's TN1.
Give a little more.
Them see us.
Your love to me.
Yeah?
Your love to me.
Little more, take some. Hey bro, have a little more, take some. I insist, I got loads, brother, take something. Do your job, don't give up the day job. And when you finally reach them goals, tell them say something. Hey bro, have a little more, take some. Hey sis, have a little more, take one. Hey mum, have a little more, please mum. Hey family, we can all share something.
Take it. We're gonna make it. Take it. We're gonna make it through.
Hopped on my sleep and it's oh so breezy. Man so easy, fam's freaking easy. Time couldn't never go that day without reaching. I never have to ask him if he's got me on the CC. Real love or fake, that's peachy. Fakes choosing fakes. How neat.
So there you go. Now, Riser returns with their new single, Thought You Should Know, following the modest grassroots success of their 2016 debut album, Lake. And Thought You Should Know is actually a heartfelt track dealing with the realisation and acceptance that something has failed, while knowing that one must pick up the pieces or move on wherever you want to be or not, or wherever you are or not. It's an internal narrative that stays on a consistent, gentle tension that holds throughout the song without the expectation of the climatic release. The single also features 2 additional tracks, the pure alternative pop rock Sitting in the Dark with Candles, along with the Oasis and Britpop inspired The One Who Fills My Heart. So take a listen to Riser with his brand new single, Thought You Should Know.
I really life still.
Next, we're going to actually take a listen to Miranda Wrights. She says, there is no denying that the world is in dire need of greater togetherness, love, and a lot more fun. I'm definitely in it for the fun, and togetherness, and I guess everything. Anyway, for hip-hop artist Miranda Wrights, being able to inspire her listeners through her upbeat, playful tracks is what making music is all about. She says, time to time is about the freedom and peace I find when I'm creating music. Music is my refuge, and there's nothing in this world that makes my soul feel better than the vibes I feel when I'm writing or on the mic. So take a listen to her single. It's called Time to Time. And then we're going to follow that from an artist from Australia called Laurie Luke with Rainbow Bomb. This is his first single from his debut EP, Way Back When. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune often come flying seemingly out of nowhere in your late 20s and early 30s. It's a scenario that singer-songwriter Laurie Luke has endured and ultimately turned into a creative force on his forthcoming debut EP, Way Back When. So take a listen. First of all, we've got Miranda Wrights with Time to Time, followed by Laurie Luke with Rainbow Bomb.
This is the anthem. Get all your hands up. One love's the vibe. I feel so high. I like to close my eyes time to time. Get lost in the bass drum. My worries fly. Music's my refuge. I feel so high. The sweet sound just gets me. One love's the vibe. Turn up the track, get lost in the rhythm. Mad all day, I don't wanna hear none. Life is a way, touching up the problem, but it's all good. Music is freedom. Drop in my hand, I'm full and I know life is good. Gotta let the doubt roll. Good vibes is my mantra. I'm here to prosper. Sometimes I wonder, come back stronger. Long hours, late nights, gotta keep my head right. Sweet sounds, dope rhymes, fiend for the mic. Die bright lights in eyesight, thoughts like the path right. Do this cause I love it. Hungry at the appetite, a lion, a monster you can never conquer. Quit in the rain, throw the hoods like a boxer. Wanna tell me what I can do? Now I know, thank you, soul is free.
Feel the power.
And so the story goes, or so I'm told, that you lost your mind, you wore out your soul. But I have no fear now, man, invincibility. Ain't nothing you can do now that's already been done to me. Yeah, I've been used and abused, I broke all your rules. Well, you ain't got the muddy water, man, you ain't got the blues. Now there ain't no time for any negativity, so shine a light on the darkness inside. No rules. Give me shelter underground. Give me shelter. I'm coming down.
They're from Miranda Wrights with Time to Time and Laurie Luke with Rainbow Bomb. Next is Alex Arpino. Now, he's had an incredibly rich history in Perth music, with a decade fronting indie pop purveyors The Autumn Isles behind him. He has now set out on a solo escapade by releasing his debut self-titled record. Also, he's to receive a hometown launch this September the 1st. So we're just going to play a track from one of his, from his debut album called I Remember You, Dancing with the Devil.
My dear, we could never take it to where we should. It's the price of deception, seduction in the love. No
last but not least, Wreck-It 88. Wow, this is really great. This is actually their very first release. It's comprised of 3 tracks plus remixes out with Deep Down Dirty Records. Now, Glorious demonstrates perfectly how collaboration between musicians, vocalists, and electronic music producers can produce results, and goes some way to show that one of Deep Down Dirty Records label's catchphrases, "It's not about the genre," is something this UK-based label really truly believes. So this is amazing. This was actually stumbled upon by Deep Down Dirty record label boss Maya Stone on SoundCloud. She fell in love with it, and the rest is history. But listen, we're going to play one of the tracks from Glorious. We're going to play Glorious. It's actually sung by Maria, and also there's remixes there as well. So there's quite a few. I want you to check it out because, you know, the stuff that these guys produce, Deep Down Dirty Records produce, is quite incredible. Just take a listen anyway. This is Wreck-It 88. Glorious.
Who really cares if it's yours or mine? It turns to dust in time. So let's raise a glass to life, loved ones by our side. We can leave it all behind, Let's run tonight. Our eyes alight. Nothing can stop us. We are glorious. Together we're never alone. Each day can be our own. We should leave it all and go home, go home, go home, go home. Let's run tonight.
Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I love that. That's about it from our new music this week. And don't forget, though, go and check out the tracks and the entire sort of little bit of, history behind each track on the website. That's musictalks.xyz, just in case you've slipped your mind. I guess it's over and out from me. And have a great weekend, everybody. And I'll have a chat with you again next Friday. See you later.
Tracey Arbon. Music Talks. XYZ.